Look, it's still we've got a lot of work ahead of us to make sure that we can push back really hardly on homelessness and make sure that it's not a problem in New Zealand. But I'd say we are very proud of the work we've done on emergency housing, and sadly the media hasn't talked much about that. Oh, I disagree. I think you've seen a government and our government on housing make sure that rents are stable over the course of our government. You've seen a diminution of the social housing wait list by about 4,000 or 5,000 people, and you've seen us actually move people out of emergency housing into proper homes. That's a good stuff.
We worked really hard on homelessness, getting people off the streets and into emergency accommodation. That wasn't a sustainable answer, but our goal was then to build houses, build more state houses and so on, and get them out of emergency accommodation. The government's drive to get people out of emergency accommodation without tracking where they're going undoubtedly has meant that at least some of those people are now back living on the streets again.
Yeah, I've met with homeless shelters in the past. I haven't in recent weeks or recent months, but the reality is, I'm just saying to you, I'm proud of the work that we're doing. We're doing a great job. I mean, we talked about emergency housing. I remember being a big issue in the media, and I haven't heard anybody actually really pick up and say, hey, listen, great job.
Well, he attended the Wellington Homeless Women's Trust dinner on Wednesday night and gave a speech about ripping the bureaucracy out of Wellington and cutting funding for Wellington, whilst doing a speech to a homeless trust in Wellington who are asking for more support from government. I think that probably indicates how out of touch he actually is.
So let's talk about the facts, though. Let's talk about the facts, Jenna. 3,200 families were in emergency motel accommodation in this country. It was designed as a short-term solution, and they're raising kids in motel rooms. Unacceptable, utterly unacceptable. Our government comes in 1st of April, works out a plan to say you can get to 3,200 people, identify their individual circumstances, pull the families out with kids and get the kids into proper houses. 80% of those people have gone into proper homes and housing. And social housing, yeah, but I can just say to you, the last government didn't know where 50% of people did when they left. And I'm just saying, no, I'm just giving you context. So calm down. No, I'm not attacking the previous government. I'm giving you context for an issue that we talked about in this country for a decade, and media conveniently haven't talked about it. That's been a really good outcome. Why don't we celebrate that we've actually got kids out of motel rooms? 2,000 kids are not being raised in motel rooms. So you want to talk about that or not? I mean, the point is you don't. That's fine. That's your decision.